Welcome, this is Man of the Cringes. Oops. And we're back with Genshin Impact.
Oh? Who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Come on, it's me.
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name.
But I don't...
Off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
I'm talking woman currency and audience here.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
The empty opera house?
I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Boring. Something's off. There's no getting through to her, even in the heart of hearts. She's still playing the role of a Hydra Archon. With that sort of resolve, must she have that...
Give me a second, bro. I'm actually struggling to do Lumine's voice. Not fucking. What sort of resolve must she have that even in her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I'm Lumine.
I have to find a way.
I'm only human. Don't put the blame on me.
Dear audience,
Don't put the blame on
the
me.
performance is experiencing a
I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human.
silk.
Don't put the blame on me.
Stabilize!
Don't put the blame on me.
Time to shine.
Order guide you!
We need to farm for alts. No, he's dead. Switch off.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Gods! Archons! Archons! Where are your Archons?
Nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Next customer. Practice code. Get her!
He did not crit. Go Zhongli!
Order! Gather!
We need healing.
Wind strike.
Go for Reina. Slap him. Slap him for Reina. Charge attack. Alright. Now we switch the last light off. Flash. Lights. That's all the spotlights turned off. And for Reina's heart, that must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. I'm Lumine.
Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that a true voice? A ticket? When did that end up here?
We get a free skirk with the ticket? Please? Free skirk? Either way, looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Frena. I'm Lumine. Scene 1. Before a mirror. Farina. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore.
Farina. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
I'm the you inside your head.
Be not nervous.
Just say don't be nervous, you idiot. Now you just sound
am
like
before
pretentious
you.
douchebag. Be not nervous. Shut up.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How can this be?
Rhymes. She's got him.
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that. Mirror me.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
do you
Who's the
wish to
most
say?
dumb of them all? You, my dear, for you are human.
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but in my head somehow.
Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at?
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Dun 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 dun. Why does that song match this situation so perfectly? Why have I brought up 3 different songs that match the situation perfectly?
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to you sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die?
Die is a stretch. I think this
Will I dissolve too?
this is where Fosolos was like, alright, I'm gonna have to be a little cruel here. Yes, they will die. And then Farina didn't know they were Oceanids.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Oh,
Suffer the children.
So there's
Suffer the
still hope
one-day-old
after all.
Farina, the children.
goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering,
Suffer the children.
well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night I can feel my arm and my leg.
But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal.
In other words, she's overly kind to the point that this was destroying her inside. You know what? She deserves some rest. Lumine, knock this bitch out. Knock her out, Lumine. Just like, use the force. May the force be with you. These are not the drones you're looking for. Bam! Go to sleep.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Okay?
Play as a god?
You are God now.
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity.
Never, ever, ever, ever tell them that you're not human.
If you can keep
that
it
you are
up,
human.
then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed,
Everyone will
all
die.
hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be.
Yeah, sure. Just be very confusing. Makes sense. Remember? Ducks, horse. You get what I mean.
Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
Test your mind.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
For all eternity.
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends. But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
Yay!
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
My hand is itching. I have a sudden urge to give head pats. Is this what Lumine's talking about? Lumine talks about it all the time, bro. Scene 2. Ascension speech for Rena. She walks. Ha ha. She walks. Ha ha. It's actually she smokes, but we get the point. Don't go into the light, Farina. It'll make you miserable. Don't go into the light. Go into the darkness. There is no darkness. There. Go that way. She's not going. It's over. It's over.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people. What should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage. Cthulhu comes out. Too much courage, Farina. Too much courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear earnest.
In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all as the god Focalor, the god of justice. I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
Oh, come on. This guy stinks.
Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Here we go. Just proving that Fontainian people has been stupid from the start. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Oceanids are not human. They are playing human. And thus, clearly, they all have fish brains. Makes sense. This isn't me being racist, this is me speaking straight facts. Fucking Fontainians. Fish people. Remember I said it, right? Fontainians would be bestiality. Like if you date a Fontainian. And kind of technically so would be anyone from Liyue. Inazuma, Iwaroya and Miko would be bestiality, I guess. Like furry. Let's say furry for the last three. Liyue's form is on a like part fox, so I'm gonna say bestiality there. But if you're dating someone from Natland, let's not forget, everyone in Natland has already died once, minimum, except for anyone born after the Natland shenanigans. Thus, if you're dating someone and you manage to bang them from Natland, you are necrophiliac. I don't make the rules, I just say it as it is, alright? So the best place to go and date someone is Mondstadt. And if you really want to go out of your way, date Venti. Simple. Prove my point. Date Vendi.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
Do you want a tyrant?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Fucking Fontanians, bro. They were like this with the Melusines. They were like this with Nouvellette. No, wait, the only person that weren't like this was Nouvellette. Like the Melusines just proved to me, like the whole story of the Melusines, both sides, where you do the character quest with the Painter Melusine, and then you do Nouvellette's main quest, and then you do Sigewinne's main quest. It's... Fontanian people are just idiots. If I were to go by which nation has the smartest NPCs, it always comes back down to Liyue. I was gonna say Monster, but it's Liyue. Inazuma has the strongest NPCs because when shit go down, they all fuck shit up. But Liyue's NPCs will legit be like, are we being taken for fools here? Yes we are. We need to make a deal.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? Oh, this is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
Fucking Fontanians.
Right.
At this point, maybe we should just let them turn to goop.
Play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act?
Who right now?
Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play.
All you're doing is falling into exactly what they want you to be. If you had just stayed on this vibe, right? And then had... Okay, so usually cults work in this way. You are the leader, and you have two people that back you up as your gods. Your gods are your stand-ins for assertiveness, and you are the one who makes the rules. If someone breaks your rules, you send in your gods, your backup. And this is what Angie did in Danganronpa V3.
Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self.
Your disgust self?
In this opera house. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Yeah, you guys, there's no saving them. There's no saving them, bro. L plus ratio.
Her personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How
Bold.
wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
This is why gods think people are idiots, bro. This is why Raiden got away with fucking treating everyone like shit for years.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow.
Resolutely with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice.
Your door for justice.
We have heard it
that
said
door
that
for
this
justice.
nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
Turn up the drama.
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, praise and
and applause.
Fontanians has been stupid throughout history.
May law be the prayer on our lips. May
If you watch me...
judgment be
Oh,
our
wait, Sarah Furina, I want to talk now.
Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
Allow me to say it like this, right? If you've watched this entire playthrough of Fontaine that I played, from the get-go, I said Fontanians are stupid.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul.
And if you don't even fucking believe in it, then what's the point? Else Natalia wouldn't have gone to prison.
So long as I, the Archon Focalor,
Idiots.
stand within the Opera Epiclese,
We're just gonna believe in it. Or she's making And when it's wrong, we're gonna believe in it. Or she's making let me say it extremely fast. Or she's making Or she's I can do it. Or she's making Or she's making There we go. Done. Whoops and cheers from the dumbasses. Whooping cough and cheering virus from the audience. Scene 3. Opera House, Furina. What the fuck? What is happening? Squats? Leg day? She kind of looks like she needs it. Leg day. Squat, Furina. Squat. Do this thing. Yes, I believe. You're doing it. She has not even unleashed her final form.
You damn monkeys!
Freezer? Look around. Look around. Look around. I don't see him. I heard him though. I heard him.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Alright.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette.
Yes. I'll hand this to my assistant, Neuvillette.
Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
How dare you question me? You find me that trial, or you will be executed.
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
Now be gone. Shoo. Shoo.
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await. It will come.
It will come?
Lady Farina, I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
No need to thank me.
Yes, I am beautiful. I am smart. I am amazing. Continue.
Instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
Yeah.
You remembered me, and you knew of my family, too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
Oh, you're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
But you do need to worry about it, just letting you know.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Yes. We're trying... wait. I just thought of a possible solution. If the water is the issue, and the rising water levels would be the problem, why don't we dilute the concentration of the water so everybody is not immediately turning to goop? An example. What if we were to elevate the land and cause a rising of water ourselves? The more water there is, the less primordial water would concentrate into the water. Why have I made so many solutions for you guys? And don't tell me they cannot rise the plateau, the land, the island. Because Venti did it. And Zhongli. We could just get Zhongli up on their phone call late night when he needs some love because he called me on your cell phone. And tell him to do it. Help out an Arcania. We'll give you Furina for free.
Really?
We don't need her.
Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
So I'm playing Wua, and I enjoy Wua, but I noticed that I enjoy it more when I let the story sit a bit. So I haven't played the last 6 updates, and I lost my 50-50 there as well. I think I was really annoyed at that because I've never won a 50-50 in Wuthering Waves yet. Not one. Quite irritating if I do say so myself. One day I'll maybe play it.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be saved.
I mean, that squash didn't really work out for you, huh, Farina?
Alright, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
It's 104 days till summer vacation, till school comes along just to end it.
Opera House, Furina, Scene 4.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
In what manner? Personally, 1-to-1, naked, what manner we speak of?
Indeed, my dear, loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Bullshit.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Understood.
And no one
Monitoring.
thought to tell those niggas even years ago. Yeah, guys, maybe having an underground area is not a good idea. Again, that is the biggest oversight. Why didn't we just build an overground platform for Poisson? The higher elevated we are, the less danger we are in. And we knew that water was rising since the initiative of their scientist group, I forgot what they called. Why didn't we tell them to elevate themselves? Just build Poisson upon a mountain or something. No, I'm not gonna say anything. How irritating.
I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end.
I mean, there is one way to end it all. I mean, rope, beam, pull. Look, I'm just saying, bro. There's a certified way to end the day.
I feel utterly exhausted. best to rest early today, too.
Better ask him to develop some antidepressants. Don't overdose, Farina. Scene 5. Opera House. Farina. Nothing, alright? Scene 182,375. Opera House,
Lady
Farina.
Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you.
Yes, shut up, I know I'm beautiful.
I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Deoteria, almost 20 generations ago.
Wow, it's been that long. Dear God, I'm old.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Oh, I thought it was still the other chick talking.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
You're crying.
Are you crying?
It's been so many generations of the same bullshit. My body's sort of just acting on its own. Think of them as joyful tears to see you. I'm just so happy to see you.
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it.
Wait. When they act as if you're fine, but you're not really fine. But you just can't explain it to them because they wouldn't understand.
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer?
Lumine, here's $5. You win the bet. It's no longer 8 bets are no longer enough. Hugs. Hug her to death. That's how I feel, Lumine. That's how I feel.
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more.
Folks, at this point, could you appear in the mirror to at least consult her? Give her a damn hug through the mirror or something.
I never imagined that it would hurt so much, have I?
I've broken down on this fairly recently.
No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears.
Yep, that happens to me on a regular basis. Bro, I've been sick for 7 years with different shit that keep popping up extremely randomly without me doing anything to warrant the sickness. So yeah, I understand. Breaking down. Break down. Break down.
About this.
Break.
Would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy.
We could have went to Mondstadt. Varka, you think he has an issue with inviting Fontania people? There's always Fontania people in Mondstadt. Since the start of the game.
All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
Yo, murder you. Hear me out. Console her, bitch. Damn. Scene 182,376 Opera House, Farina, and
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you. That's my voice. Is this the scene when we were within a giant magic box? This is great. I didn't think the scene would replay in the inner world. Surely I'll find out what you wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
And yet, I have saved countless people and countless fates and reversed countless prophecies. I am Lumine.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Yet I've interacted with many and changed so much. Please do not undercredit my achievements. I'm Lumine.
If that's the case, she's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you should.
Once has that piece of hair always been up?
But what if it's really alright, Farina?
This is why I need to give her head pats, at least to get that one strand of hair down. Like, bruh.
Surely it would be okay.
Is that child or some shit?
First for once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt.
I still ship Aether and Farina. I'm sorry. Still ship Aether and Farina. Makes sense. He saved her after 500 years of torment. That is the shipment. Y'all niggas can bring up Ayaka. I say fuck over that Yandere. Y'all niggas can bring up Kaching. I say fuck over that crazy voice actor. You can even bring up Amber and I'll be like, okay, maybe you got me. Maybe you got me. Even you, I'll be like, alright, fine. I still ship Farina.
If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers,
you know what?
Never.
The only one I ship more is Yoimiya. Am I wrong? I don't feel like I'm wrong here. Yoimiya, Aether, let's go. Get out the wind.
Think about it. Long and hard.
That's what you said about Aether, right?
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Bitch. That was your last moment, to be honest.
Fine.
Destroy her, Lumine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yeah, so she's been going through 500 years of torment for this bitch.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself.
Or move everyone to Mondstadt. I'm just saying, my plan is better than letting Farina suffer for 500 years.
She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate.
Yes, can you please pull that strand of hair down?
It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
You're the Hydro Archon. Instant shampoo at any time. Put the strand down.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the IIITS of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
Yes, the Oratrice mechanic didn't at least cut it now.
I've always
suspected that it has its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he had a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that the person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
I beg your pardon?
I beg your finest pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered?
Save it. Wait, save it. Wait, we'll play it in a bit. I have it saved here.
My work over these last 500 years
Too loud.
has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine.
I'll let you know.
The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
And you, my dear Nicolette, are the witness. Once I die, all my power will then be accumulated and sent to you.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the
Oratrice mechanic dan at least kan now.
But
only
power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia, and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course.
Yes, Nouvellette. You shall be the dragon that once held power all over again.
In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
So yeah, the whole story of Genshin Impact is that once the dragons were in charge, and the dragons were defeated in a war even predating the Archon War, the first Archon War, the battle in Khaenri'ah, predating 500 years ago's war, there was a war against the dragons, of which the dragons' power and the dragons themselves were separated to another dimension, leaving the power to create the other Archons. That was the fight between Celestia and the dragons originally. It's just that if we were to, with the table kind of turned, because Celestia now, the gods of Celestia, is no different from what the dragons then represented. Dickbags.
But...
And Nouvellette would be the youngest dragon. Pep explains all of this. Hugs Nouvellette.
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we?
It's already raining.
The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
He hates tonight.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked.
Tihi Janai. Can I play now? Is now our time?
Hydro Dragon,
Oh no,
don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime?
They were guilty of a lot of things for Fosalos before they, must remember, pre a lot of things, they weren't dickbags from my understanding.
Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence, defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on. That should be the justice enthroned over all others.
You go, girl. You said things.
At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontanians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Neuvillette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
Yeah, it's true. So if they gave for Neuvillette his powers back, he would be a higher authority than Celestia, considering Celestia separated the powers of the dragons to then pass that power to themselves and the Archons. By giving him his power back, he would have higher authority. Celestia wouldn't be able to charge an authority higher than him. Yeah.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too, at last. I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
You were used, Neuvillette.
In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
I'll make it perfect when I hit it. Nivelette has full power. He has unleashed his final form. And he's really crying right now. Because Fossilors gave up a lot.
I, Iudex Nivelette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
No more raining good water? Oh no, these are the forgiving waters. Be baptized into new people, Oceanids. This was such a cool moment, so much better than Friendship Will Solve All. Friendship Will Solve All kind of like takes away from everything Mavuika did to that point. And then they immediately decided to ruin the Friendship Resolves All with the actual ending, where Mavuika's busy, I don't want to spoil it, but what she does at the end ruins the Friendship Above All bullshit, because someone still gets sacrificed in the end.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
Yes, something huge did happen, Lenny. That big ol' ass on Android 18 over there.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been
joke, people.
resolved,
It's a joke.
I assume whatever happened was good for us.
Look, the joke is Fremenei has a bigger ass than Lynette. That's the joke.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
It's battle time.
A moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry.
You obtained power? Just now?
Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice.
You mean me, right?
The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. The beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name
I'm using Ganyu.
All-devouring narwhal.
I'm using Ganyu.
Come with me, traveler.
Come.
The hour of execution has come.
We are almost done with fucking Fontaine, bro. Not, I'm gonna try and finish Penacony as well. Might as well. I'm gonna try and finish Penacony so we can move on to Amphorius. Hold up. Don't be fucking with me, yo. Don't be fucking with my ass, yo. No. Changing teams. Nivelette needs to be there. Furina needs to be there. Ganyu needs to be there. Where's Ganyu? So, Lachino, Florend, Nivelette. Zhongli needs to be there. Right, who did I say? Ganyu, we need Ganyu.
Time to begin work?
Yes, Zhongli needs to be there. Always. It's always Zhongli. On the main account it's always Bennett, but on this account it's always Zhongli because I don't have Bennett on my main account. I don't have Zhongli on my main account. I'ma kick your ass, Whale. I'ma kick your ass. Never let here to kick ass, take names. Now you can do shit. Ooh, shut up. Bada boo to you too. And then Ganyu and all the rest.
I've already done my best to separate the Considering the size of the beast, I cannot.
This is the best way to defeat this thing. Specifically Ganyu, and then you summon a Fuller. And then if it attacks you, Ganyu the shit out of it.
We shall look for an opening together.
It's amazing how Ganyu is still one of the most useful characters in this game. All the power creeping later and Ganyu still gets used for shit. Like, Skirk is overpowered, bro. She does so much more. Alright, I'm gonna put it in perspective, right? On how to defeat power creep. Instead of power creeping via making more damage, most of these games should power creep via animations. Like Star Rail's doing now all of a sudden. Like, they should limit it, right? There's no reason to add more damage if you could just increase it to better animation. Wuthering Waves decided to do that now only.
Its hostility. Chance will present itself.
I didn't destroy it, did I? Strongly, save us.
Gather.
You know what? We should be doing this. We are Zhongli. We throw some Farina up in this bitch, and then Nuvalek can do the final hits. It's gonna swallow us now. Fuck. Switch. Aim. Nuvalek time. Right, Nuvalek. Handle that shit.
We're wayborn of ice and frost.
Fuck, I used the wrong bullet. I keep fucking on Nuvalek's thing. I mean Zhongli's thing.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
Why do I keep forgetting I can do this battle?
Solidify.
Access denied.
Okay. Summon.
All hail.
Order guide you. Gather. The
time is beckoning.
Settle down.
Where you at? Where you go? Did I do it? Did we do the thing? Zhongli, pillar of Mantis Wine tastes the same as I remember, but who are those? Shit.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Yes, achievements. Exactly what I need. Back to Ganyu. And his Skirk comes and kicks the whale's ass. Please don't kill my pet. Destroy him! Isn't that Ouroboros, technically? She's gonna throw Tartaglia again. Yeet! Can I get Skirk now?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Isn't Skirk's outfit just another form of like a fusion between Keqing and Ganyu's outfits? Yeah.
Disciple, your master's pet.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world.
Hi, not from this world. Don't use powers belonging to the world. That's technicality only.
So you may speak to me as equals.
What sort of person would take an all-devouring narwhal as a pet?
I have to agree.
It has to be...
The strange use of a planet's primordial water is just as an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks.
You're right, it is pretty cute.
All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point being?
The cute part.
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's master. Wait, is that right?
I mean, who would have powers of the abyss? That would actually have a pet that was a whale. Trying to go through Onkai characters, I can only maybe think of Sile. Bronya, maybe?
Oh, right. So you don't know him.
Him going through
Sorry,
I still think it's
assumed
Sue.
You did. His name is Sertologi.
It's Sue. It's fucking Sue.
I am unfamiliar with that.
I'm very familiar with that name. They only ever called him Sue in Onkai Impact. They never said his full name.
How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
Who can perceive the future?
The Fowl?
Who can perceive the future?
Still nothing?
The Visionary.
How about the Visionary?
Gold Rinnet... Oh,
Rinnedotter then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
Isn't it Rhine-daughter... I keep forgetting Albedo's master?
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine-daughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh.
Ah, yeah, I thought it was
you do
Sue.
know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles.
Okay, so it is Sue.
I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Sue was performing some form of perfection by perceiving the future.
Wait, didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
In other words, had we left the whale alone and Skirk did her job to get the whale the fuck out of here, none of this would have happened.
What?
No. It's little to be surprised about, Paimon. It is natural after all.
The prophecy will surely come true. We knew this.
And accepted it.
However,
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain.
And yet no one turned into goop. And there's good old Riosley, the only guy who made an actual plan that would work. The submarine ship that flies.
All hands!
Seriously, Riosley, you're the G, bro. He's the only one who came up with a concurrent plan that would actually work. Novelle didn't do it. Farina didn't do it. Alacino didn't do it. The guy from the prison did it.
Hey, lend a hand!
Why is it all dudes in the ocean? There's a kid, one woman. And then from an A, who has not turned to goop. I guess from under 18 is immortal, I guess. Yeah, and the net's immortal, I guess. They're not turning to goop. And the A is immortal. And the two of them are. I thought if we were in goop long enough, we'd be turned into goop.
Look! The water's receding!
And Cloran just proved that even if the water rises high enough, the mountains would still save us all.
It's a miracle!
The water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
No, the prophecy was right all along. We stopped the last part of that from happening. Praise me, for I am Lumine. All you had to do was believe in me, Lumine.
Are you alright? We're saved.
Yeah, but all your belongings are destroyed and waterlogged and your house and... May the sun shine. Praise be the sun. If I were fine, I would get up and do the stance, but I'm not fine. And I'm gonna get a free couple of pulls to pull on Skirk. It'll have to be single pulls. Maybe I can do a 10 pull, we'll see. I mean, if I get Skirk on the second account, that would be a win. So I'm gonna go do Imaginarium Theater. After recording Star Rail and God of War.
Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Spina di Rasula, and we spoke about Poisson's present and future. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it.
No. The keyword being starving. What small cookie is gonna stop you from starving late at night? Also, if you technically usually at the times if you're starving at night, it's not that you're hungry, you're thirsty. Drink water.
The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin have suddenly become a shield over the Institute, with Jurier turning out to be a once overlooked hidden gem. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve a miracle, they would find it all the harder to find a word with which to classify him and his team.
He's mad. A mad genius, one would say. Good going, Charlotte.
Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia?
They might have been real big shots from the start. We just didn't meet them in that capacity.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. With the disaster just having passed, we would print a free edition packed to the margins with good news to calm people down.
Propaganda, you say? Your Chinese points has gone up.
The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home.
Yeah, Navia is busy taking an umbrella, making sure that the debris don't fall on people's heads.
The articles do make me curious about how things will play out.
Paimon's curious too! Wait a minute. Didn't we watch everything happen from start to finish? What's there to be curious about?
Yes, Paimon, there's nothing to be curious about, for we already know I'm Lumine.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me. You're the best incubators of news, if you haven't noticed. And also, with you around, I'm sure I'll get to see that Duke.
I don't want to be an incubator.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down several times already?
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson first, and then make a trip to the fortress. There are some things you'll only know when you get there.
True. 3 pulls. 30. Really? 30, bro? Right, first things first. Let's go grab our 60 gems. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. I should be able to get a 10 pull. I have Imaginarium Theater before Imaginarium Theater resets. Then is the event, the accolades, we go talk to different characters. That should be done quickly.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Welcome to the adventure.
Claim daily?
Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for coming. I understand, Catherine.
Ad Astra.
Right. Dispatch. Expedition. Same. Save it for the temple. Save it for the temple. I don't trust this game right now. Save it for the temple. Maybe we get 2 skunks like I got 2. What's the bitch's name? What's Water Chick's name from Natland? Oh fuck, I forgot. What's her name? Come on, get your name. She rides a shark. Gargura. I'm gonna end this video so I can eat. If you mind over the cringes, like, subscribe. Smack the face of the keyboard a couple of times, on notifications set as always. Check out all the links in the description, especially our second channel. I mean, our main channel, just the gamers. We're playing a variety of games. And yeah, pray for me. Suffer the children.
So
Suffer the
still hope
one-day-old
after all.
Farina the children.
Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering,
Suffer the children.
well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night I can feel my arm and my leg